I am really proud of how this upload schedule has been. In fact, I think this is the best I've done on YouTube in a while. Now, this list. There's no games on the list. In fact, it's just one big suggestion. If I turn the page, because for some reason it's sideways too. Nope, 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 nope. Bye, YouTube. That's right. The X-Boy is doing a top 10. Top 10 on the best deaths in gaming. Let's get on with it. First, rules. Now, in order to make the list, all these deaths need to do is abide by 3 rules. One of which says that the death is of a primary character only. I will not allow for NPCs or side characters to be on the list unless their death advances the plot in a way that other deaths don't. Rule number 2, this death is to be permanent, not just in the game itself, but in the rest of the franchise. If they come back at any point, unless it's a flashback, then their death does not count. And the third one, which is something seen in just about every list you've seen on the internet ever, 1 death per game franchise. Now, let's get on with it! Number 10! Now, for number 10, which breaks my rule for side characters not getting killed unless plot progression. Damn. Well, we'll go with it anyway. Face McShooty in Borderlands 2. A side mission character who can be encountered at a random point in the map. Now you may be asking yourself, what dangerous trek could this man be putting me on? What will I have to do to get my reward for this side mission? His name is Face McShooty and he wants you to shoot him in the face. In fact, he has a song for it too. He is very adamant that you shoot him in the face. Should you not shoot him in the face, nothing will happen, but you'll also not receive the reward, so I insist. Shoot him in the face.
Shoot me at the end of it. Da-da-da-da-da-da, bong. I noticed you haven't shot me in the face. Curious as to why. Maybe you're weighing the moral pros and cons, but let me assure you that, oh my god, shoot me in the goddamn face! What are you waiting for? Thank you!
Number 9. I'm going to regret this. Number 9 is a Call of Duty game. Woo. Yes, a Call of Duty title made it into my top 10. I'm not a big COD fan. I play it with siblings on split screen just to pass time. But when I played through this one, it wasn't really the fact of the death itself. It was more along the lines of the delivery given by the people behind the death itself. Not the characters, but the voice actors. Just listen to Captain Price, damn it!
You have to go now! Get off me! I'm sorry.
Number 8. BioShock is a franchise that, honest to God, to this day, I do not stop hearing the praise for. Because of its story, its characters and everything, from a game that looks so unsuspecting at face value. Now, this death isn't emotional. This death isn't funny. Though this death is serious, I put it here more for shock factor and the well-written dialogue in the death. Because what this leads into later on in the game is, quite big, in fact. So, yeah, I'd say this deserves a spot. Enjoy!
Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase?
Kill! Juices! Obey!
Number 7. Assassin's Creed 2, the debut of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, who is my main in Soul Calibur 5. Let's see what he had to go through in his own game.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father!
Oh. Right.
Giovanni Auditore!
Assassin's Creed 2, as I said before, led to Ezio Auditore da Firenze, who has become my Soul Calibur 5 main on account of how easy I find him to use. Now, I hadn't played AC2 for quite a while after its release and hadn't really seen much of it, but, when the game has a family hanging to show the villain in their game, that's quite something. I'll let you see and let you pick if you find this bad or not.
I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death. You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father! There! Grab the boy! He's one of them! I'll kill you for what you've done!
Number 6. One of the couple of deaths on this list that you'll see repeated constantly in other people's. Walking Dead by Telltale Games. Episode 5, The Death of Lee Everett. I don't even need to go into detail about why this is here, but I may need to go into detail as to why it's here on the list at its number.
Me too.
It's been overshown to me. I've become overexposed to this death. It isn't as effective as it once was, but damn is it still effective. Just watch. It's not every day that an alien's death in a video game gets to me. It's also not every day I find myself thinking, third-person shooter plus RPG makes a good connection. Thank you, Mass Effect 3, for proving me wrong.
Would have liked to see how it ends.
Mordin Solus, Mass Effect 3. Curer of the Genophage after his own heroic sacrifice. And he goes out singing his own variation of I Am a Very Model of a Modern Major General by John Reed, which he sung in ME2, if you paid attention to that, which hurts more considering he doesn't even get through the rest of the song before he dies. Just watch, bullies. And here's another death overplayed. But this one's overplayed because it's amazing. Because, I mean, Gears of War isn't known for being an overly emotional franchise, or at least it wasn't when it was on the 360. and not owned by the Coalition. But Gears of War 3, with Dom's death, is quite painful. He sacrifices his life to save Marcus and the others, which is bad enough. Then not only does he mention his dead wife who he had to put down in Gears 2, but then Mad World plays. And now I'm gonna go and find the nearest tissue box, and I will see you guys at number 3.
Never thought it would end like this, huh? Huh, Maria? Dom! No!
Marcus! He's gone! He's gone! There's nothing you can do! Stop
Get
it!
off me! God
Stop
damn it! Let me get him out of there!
It's okay, Marcus. It's okay. Come on. We gotta go now. Your father still needs us.
Number 3. Number 3 might be a bit of a surprising one, but because I'm an enormous fan of Metal Gear Solid, that's basically why this one's here. In the entire plot, the final boss, the boss, is seen to be a traitor to the United States, and it's down to her student to take her down. Now, it isn't the whole mentor killed by student that's really sad about it. It's how it's explained later. How she was never a traitor and she was merely undercover. And this is said to you by a woman who is about to break down into tears and is just clearly not able to cope with the fact that this has happened. And neither can Snake, who almost breaks down himself. Number 2.
Oh, I need
Yes,
time.
I put this over the
One
heroic
day,
sacrifice
when
of
you've forgotten
Scooter.
all about
What are you
me,
gonna do about it,
I'll
huh?
take over your
That's
body
right, you're gonna
and
do
skin you alive
nothing.
with your
You will do
bones.
nothing at all, because clearly this choice was well thought out. I like this one the most because the voice actor for Handsome Jack is Damon Clark, who voiced Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball Z's English dub.
Reese, what the hell are you?
I also like it because it took
No, Reese,
basically
you
one of my
you
favorite
don't know what
villains
it's like.
and made me feel sorry
Please.
for them again.
Hey.
Because I
Hey.
already felt sorry for him in Borderlands 2 when
I'm
he
on
had
my
to
knees
kill his
here.
daughter.
Please
And
don't tell me
now,
back there.
you're ending his life
Not like
after
you said.
he claims everything, and then he speaks to you in a way that makes you feel sorry.
Nothing. There's absolutely nothing there. Don't do this.
And the moment you've all waited for, number 1. Now, number 1. One that, when I saw this, I bawled my eyes out. It was so distressing. It was heartbreaking. I couldn't eat or sleep or drink or do other things because this death stayed in my head for days to come. Play it. Yes, I have put the death of Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog 2000. That was a joke. That was a joke. Please do not kill me. Number 1 is a Final Fantasy title. How could you not see this coming? Play it. Okay, being serious this time, here's number 1. And I'm for a death that I don't see being covered on lists, really, and I don't see being covered in general, is Zack Fair's death in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Now, I understand a PSP title would probably get brushed to the wayside, but Crisis Core? Really? Anyway, outside of number 10, one of the biggest reasons that this has been put so high, you play through this. You play through the whole thing. Yes, you play through Zack Fair having to defend himself against hundreds upon thousands of Shinra troops all gunning him down. Then is the DMW, in which case when you encounter key people in the game, you get to use special attacks. Now, in the last part, this seems to be represented by memories that he has of these people, because the DMW slowly empties as you're fighting the Shinra troops, which I always thought implied that Zack Fair was forgetting more and more because of all the bullet holes that were being made on him. And then Cloud shows up. Cloud shows up at Zack's last moments, and as the game says, as Advent Children would later say, Zack passes away and makes Cloud his living legacy. Now, yes, I get it, some people are gonna think, wait, wow, how could you have this be number 1? But, like I said in my Final Fantasy review, RPGs have always held a special place in my heart, and when they're written like this, when they have a non-convoluted story, and they write deaths this big, it is really impactful. Also, one reason that I didn't say, that I'm about to say now, is go and listen to the song The Price of Freedom from the Final Fantasy soundtrack. Come back to me, and if I don't see a tear in your eyes, you are a heartless person.
They're yours now.
Now, I'm going to go and plan the next video, and definitely not try and book myself a therapy appointment. Until then, this has been the X-Boy, and I will see you on the next upload.